Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Now that's Monday through Thursday. Now if this is the first time you've joined or watched, or you just like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which will be tagged to all the videos, then just go down right around over there to the description, and there should be a timestamp. You click on that. It's supposed to just jump you right over to the main readings. Okay? Okay. Now, when I am doing Monday through Thursday, I will be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will also use my Guardian Angel cards. Now, I've added on, should put my glasses on, my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies by Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. I will also use my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, that is going to be for the main readings. Now for this, the introductions, I do a maybe short reading using my Waite Rider or Rider Waite traditional tarots, and I am going to use my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot again. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I am getting slowly better from whatever this is. Doctor says it's more allergy prone than anything else, so that's a good thing. Now, the thing that we need to remember so I am waiting for a good frost or a good freeze to just kind of kill all that mold and whatever in the leaves out there. Thank you for all your well wishes. Thank you for your suggestions on some of the herbs. I do like oil of oregano myself, so I want to thank you for that recommendation. Okay, so this week is going to be really interesting. I've talked about it. I've been leading up to it. It's just funny that as we get in towards this week, it's been more of a struggle to get on and to let you be more prepared for this week. This is that type of energy, and everybody's feeling it, and it's just like things are rolling, and then it just feels like it's getting harder and harder. There's more and more of a struggle. I'm not saying that stuff's hitting the fan this week, but this is a really good time energetically for it to hit the fan. Okay. Now, I've talked about the 5th, and I've actually said like the 5th through the 10th of November, that there's a lot of different energies. Jupiter, and towards the end of, actually the 24th of November, Jupiter will be going direct in Pisces, so it's going into that stationary motion again. So it's stationary retro until it starts to stop, and then it'll go stationary direct. So the energies are very, very strong. Mars energy, because it just went retro, is still very, very strong also. And the other ones, Saturn just did its flip, so it's still not quite up to its normal speed where you rush through, not rush through something, where you just consistently move. So all of these energies are pretty strong right now. Now, what's going on? The 8th of November, we have a full moon. We have a full moon, and it will be at 6:01 a.m., and this is Eastern Standard Time. So it will be a full moon. It will also be a total lunar eclipse. So some people are saying this will be a blood moon. Now, I read that we will not have an eclipse like a total lunar eclipse, I think it was, for another 2 to 3 years. So this is finishing up the cycle that started in Taurus season, because then it had a full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and now we're in Scorpio and we're having a full moon eclipse in Taurus. So we're just doing this flip. And you have to, you don't have to. You should remember that the South Node, which talks about, or which works with your past, is in Scorpio, and the North Node, which is more your future, is in Taurus. So we have this full moon. We have this eclipse early in the morning, November 8th. We have other things going on. We have Mercury, which is 16 degrees in Scorpio, conjuncting with the sun in Scorpio. Mercury about language, communications, electronic energy here. Scorpio keeps its secrets, but does like to have people tell its secrets. Okay, interesting energy there. So Scorpio keeps its secrets, but likes to discover secrets, wants secrets to come out. So we've got some interesting, maybe communication with that. We have the full moon, which is, is also going to be conjuncting with Uranus, again Taurus. So Uranus, now that's a strong favorable. And when I say favorable, I don't mean that it's going to be all favorable for us per se, but it's where they really work well together. So the full moon in Taurus conjuncting with Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is so it's a little stronger energy for this full moon because it's Taurus, all this, Uranus, expect the unexpected. And then we've got this eclipse. So it's really an extremely strong thing right there. It is trining, so conjuncting, trining is still these favorable energies, meaning that it makes things stronger. That's going to be trining with Pluto and Capricorn, and then we have some stuff with Neptune, and then of course Jupiter. The thing that's interesting is that it will be squaring with Saturn in Aquarius, and my good old Saturn in Aquarius. I have talked about that so many times, about Saturn in Aquarius, illusion versus reality. So we have the ninth where the Sun in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. We have also where Mercury in Scorpio will be opposing Uranus. So again, there's this clashing of these energies there. And then we have Mercury Mercury in Scorpio squaring Saturn. So I'm going to post my little cheat sheet here so you can take a look at it. I'll post it in my blog on my website so you can take a look and see what that's all about. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stop. Normally I try to cut out for my coughs, but I was thinking about how, this came to me just the other day. So November 7th. 11 plus 7. So that is an 18 energy. 1 plus 8, so we're going to bring it down. 1 plus 8 is a 9 energy. So if we take the year 2022, that becomes a 6. So we take that, so we take 9 plus 6. My mind was just going this way. And we come to 15. 15, if we go into our major arcana cards, 15, and this would be Monday energy, would be the devil card. And that is, the devil card to me is, well, for one thing, fear is a tool of the devil, but the devil card is also choosing whether or not you're going to face your fears, choosing whether or not you're going to free yourself from a situation where you are losing your humanity. So that in itself is interesting. To me it is. Then we go to 11 plus 8. So 11 plus 8 is 19. We add that together. So we add that together. Where am I going even with this? So I had this 11 plus 8 is 19. Then we bring that, so that becomes a 10. 10 plus 6, okay? 10 plus 6 is the Tower card, which popped out for us. The Tower card is, again, when everything has to be pulled out. The rug is pulled out from underneath our feet. There's a lot of destruction, but there's also a lot of this destruction is really the destruction of dark energies, of evil energies, and there's a lot of exposure with the Tower too. It feels horribly uncomfortable. We don't necessarily like this, but it has to be done in order for that to happen. So now we go to 11-9. So 11-9, we add that together. We have a 20. So we go to that, am I going right? 11 plus 9 is that. I had this all in my head. So 11 plus 9 is 20. So we go to our, anyway, I had it so that it would come out to so we go to 20. Oh, no. Okay, I'm messing up with that one. It'll come back to me anyway. But so we have our 15, we have our 16, and we have our, so 11 to 11, 11, oh, okay, so it all came down to, so I had the 11, and I had, so that was a 2. 11 became that 2. 2 became plus 9. It became 11 again. 11 plus 6 became a 17. And 7, blame my drugs, I'm sorry. Not my drugs, you know what I'm saying, cold medicine, allergy medicine. But that became the star card. That became the star card. And then on November 10th, if you're bearing with me at all, that becomes a 3, and 3 plus 6 becomes a 9, and that becomes our Hermit card. So, there's a lot of, so we have the fear card, overcoming fear, facing fears, should we choose, things falling apart, the destruction of an older system happening. Then we come to that star card, which is all about hope. And then we come to that Hermit card, which is about really connect with higher power and pray. So let's see what this week is all about really going to happen. I'm just saying, and again, I'm not saying horrible things. I'm just saying, if anything, if the stuff was to hit the fan, this would be a good week for it to do it. Okay, let's see. This card was the first one to fall out of the deck. You know that anything reversed is a little bit stronger. So let's see what we've got going here. So here we are. Okay, so here we are, and that one is not reversed. Okay, let's go on back to here. Anyway, we've got the Tower card. See, something's trying to keep me from doing my readings here. So we've got the Tower card. It is reversed. This is a 16 energy. So we have the 1 and the 10. So 1 new beginning, 10 transitional energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something yourself. Now you add that together, it becomes a 7. 7 then is divine energy, divine healing, divine umbrella. But this is where I was going with the numbers, especially that 8. This is where things have to fall out. This is where things have to change. It can no longer be what it is. It's no longer safe. It's no longer righteous, or if it ever was righteous. Now, again, we have the crown. We have this crown that's kind of toppling over. We have people that are just basically giving up, or basically, just moving on. But the thing that we're never really seeing is, what are they actually jumping into, or what are they jumping from? So it's interesting energy. I did read something, or I heard something that I liked about the Tower. I did like when somebody said it's the destruction of evil. So then we have our 6, again, number of man. This is a major arcana card 2. And this is the lover energy. This is kind of that energy that takes you back. We've got an Adam and Eve type of energy here, because we've got the fruits, we got the serpent, and I never go down that route with this card. We've got this Holy Spirit, we've got this source, not quite sure, this angelic energy. There is, in many ways, there is a blessing to be had. There is, so, hopefully that this is something that's very, very positive. The Lover's card does bring about a lot of healing, does bring a lot of, kind of putting you on the right track, whether it be comfortable or not. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have something, whatever this is, it is something that is to help, or to help heal with whatever all this pressure, all this stressors that are coming. So I always love the the man is looking at the woman, and looking at the woman, they're both naked, they're both very, very vulnerable. They're not necessarily covering themselves up, which is one of those things that after the fall, the story of the fall, that they were ashamed, but they're just standing there totally exposed, and the woman is looking up at the divine creature. So it's there's the sun behind. So I do feel that it's a very positive energy. I do feel it's a very positive resolution. I do feel that it's going to be, whatever this is, it's going to be very illuminating. Okay, so now next card is, okay, we go back to the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, so Court cards have underlying energies, and we have our four energies. Our first energy is our earth energy, or according to our court cards, our earth energy, which is the page's underlying energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. Then we go to our night energy, and that is our fire energy. That is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, Sagittarius energy will be popping itself more and more as we get a little further down November. So it's passionate, burning, very determined energy. Then we have our queens, which is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces and Scorpios, very big players right now. And then we have our sword energy, which is our air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. Thought processes, thinking things through, making plans. Now, the Page of Swords has been having some difficulties for me. So we have our earth energy, money, job, career. We have our sword energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Mars. I mean, and I keep saying Mars, but I mean Gemini. But that Mars energy seems to be creating a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a problem accepting what you might have accepted in the future. I mean, accepted in the past. It's a problem with that. It's like things aren't, it's like we're not in Kansas anymore. We're facing some things that we may not have faced before. However, the Page has a very enthusiastic energy, believes that things are possible. All things are possible for the good. The Page, the Page of Swords, it, says, okay, you have a challenge, bring it on, bring it on. I kind of get this with this Page, even though he's carrying a sword. I'm kind of get this, I'm ready. Like batter up, I'm ready. I'm ready to come out. I'm ready to start swinging. I'm ready for some action energy here. So not to say that things are easy, because they're never easy per se, but this Page is definitely ready for whatever is coming. Okay, so interesting that, let's see, again, I was going to do my Osha Zen Tarot. I was thinking I will do that on the Monday through Thursday, and then it's like, nope, Colette Barron Reed wants to come and talk. So let's see what you're going to be bringing up here. Let's see what you're going to bring up. Okay, come on. Higher power, what do you want to say through these cards? What do you want to say? Here we go. So, like I said, we don't know, but I do go with whatever I was talking about with those numbers. It made perfect sense to me before. That Hermit, it was kind of like after everything, there's hope. There's lots of, wonderful possibilities, but, that Hermit energy for that 10th, it was very much, maybe we need to do some praying to, Source, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is to you. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The Nine of Water. Oh, I love that we took this because this is the wish card. The 9 is, let's wrap it all up. So after a week that could be very, very energetically stressing. And remember, the full moon is always a time that affects our bodies, our world. So there is a little bit of a intensity with the full moon. It's also a time when I say to release, relinquish, and request. Like 3 days before, 3 days after, release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request what you do want in your life, what you do want in your world. Okay? So this is the 9 of Water. This is the 9 of Cups. Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is the wish card. So this is a time, and remember, this is a universal type of energy here going on. This is a time where there's a lot of positive possibilities to be had. A lot of things can be made possible this week. Okay? Just putting that out there. Let me know what you think. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power and just say, hey, what do you want to say? Please take that moment to do the like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, we will start our readings now. And hello to my Virgos. Okay, my Virgos. Don't get stressed out by how everyone else is reacting or what they're doing. This is an intense full moon. Um, Unless the cards say differently, it is okay for you to step out of the drama. It is okay for you to have a little cup of tea and maybe a little private moon ceremony. Again, too, I tell everybody this. I don't worship the moon. It's a divine creation. It makes me feel closer to God, source, higher power. But, it's okay for you to just have some time to just absorb, okay? So let's see what else we have. And if you watch the introduction, I kind of blanked out a little bit about my numbers on this, because I got this big, it was really strong that there was going to be a lot of major arcana energy, or be prepared for major arcana energy. And it was all of a sudden the numbers were like clicking in my head. And, like I said, on Monday, it was 15, which it would be the devil energy. So how I got to those numbers is November is an 11. So I added 11, 1, 1 together, and that became a 2. So then I added 2 plus 7, so that became 9. But then 2022, I put that as a 6. So I added, 9 plus 6, and that became 15. So then, 2 plus 8, became the 16, and then 2 plus 9 became the 17. Now also on the 10th, 2 plus 10 became a 12. And then 12 plus 6 became 18, which is also the moon card. So there's something, it just hit me. And whenever things like that hit me, if I keep it quiet, it wakes me up. And, and then if I don't say what it's like that, it keeps me up. And I don't like that. It's like, you need to talk about this. You need to be telling people about this. I'm like, so... Anyway, let's see, my Virgos, what we have. Very powerful. It is in Taurus. Taurus is an earth energy. There's your energy is not real strong right now, but that's not a problem for you right now, because you yourself, that helps you actually to weather whatever is going on much better. Okay, let's see what we've got. All of these are reversed for my Virgos. First card is, the Knight of Gabriel. So this is good. Knight's underlying energy, like I've said, is fire. Gabriel is fire. That is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, I do feel that, with Sagittarius around that corner, but we've got to get around it first. We've got to get past some dates first. I do feel that there will be a lightening of energy around us for that time, but fire, exuberance energy. Very, let's get this, let's go. This is enough. So I'm telling you to have a sip of tea and just kind of withdraw from the drama. And it looks like you're going to be the one that's getting out there, and you're not backing out at all. In fact, it's like you've got the fire. You go, Virgo. This is you kind of just taking care of business, and just enough is enough. Now, knights are directional, so it depends on where you put them or where you direct them. But there is a lot of confidence here. There is a lot of passion here. There is a lot of doing something for the right reasons here also. Okay, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively knowing what to do. My spiritual Virgos, it's got to be kind of like, and again, this might be because you are around other people being affected, but they might try to corner you a little bit. They might try to say, oh, I didn't know about it. Go, there's Virgo. Virgo knows, or Virgo was supposed to do it. And you're like, whoa, what? But it'll come to you like that. You'll be so sharp, you'll be like, sharp as a tack type of energy. Anyway, next card, reversed. Ace of Michael. Well, it may make you want to change your job, or it may put you in a new direction. So aces are ones. Ones are new beginning, new starts. Michael is the air energy. That is our Aquarius. It is our Gemini and Libra. Aquarius and Gemini have a lot of strength going right now with that Saturn and that Mars thing going on. So it is really kind of like pushing you forward, pulling you forward. It's kind of like, I'd like to sit down and maybe have that cup of tea Debbie was talking about. I just can't do it. I've got to go this way. I've got to start this. So whatever this is that you really have to step up and step into whatever the battle or whatever the fray might be, you have to take care of the stuff. It may open up a new opportunity for you, or it may give you impetus to start a new direction. Okay? So, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Here we go. Next card. The Four of Ariel. Well, this is your energy. So fours, of course, is our stability, our organization. It's our leadership energy. Ariel is yours. Capricorn and Taurus. Capricorn and Taurus. Well, yeah, they've got lots of stuff going on right now. Taurus is that is the main player this week. Taurus, your job, your home, very, very earth energy. This is about kind of like assessing the situation, seeing where you need to put a little bit more here, you need to put a little bit less here. The Four of Ariel, talks about, it's a reciprocity energy. It's a giving, receiving. Usually people talk about it with money, and it could be definitely with money for this week. I talk about it with energy also. So it's kind of like, there's kind of a pulling from Peter to pay Paul type of energy here, or vice versa here. I will tell you, really keep track of your money, really keep track of your expenses, really keep track of your debits, things like that too. Okay? It's really keep an eagle eye on whatever's going on around you, especially if it has something to do with your money, or money in itself is an energy. Somebody provides you with a service, you give them money, and they provided you with the service, they've given you energy, you give them money. So I will, like I said, I will equate this also with just energies in general. Okay. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. So there's something going on, and you might want to dig your heels in. It may not be a good week to do that in. Extremes in how you save or spend money. So that in itself, like, that could be, maybe you're like, well, I'm going to go have that cup of tea, but I really need to talk to you. Nope, don't want to do that. So again, there could be, it's an extremes in what you're going to do. Maybe you were talking to someone over there and you're not going to talk to someone here. Not sure what it's about, but sometimes this is also about withholding, again, my Virgos, you're my delightful introverted extroverts, or vice versa with that. And sometimes you do need to recharge your batteries, and people will come and say, but you spent all the time with so-and-so and none with me. Kind of reminds me of, having children. You did this with so-and-so and you didn't do it with me. Well, you know what? It's just the way of the world. It's just the way it is. So this could be about conserving some of your energies too. Okay. Let's see what we have here. But that Knight of Gabriel, the thing about that Knight of Gabriel, when you want to go, you will go. Okay, Guardian Angels, what do you have for my wonderful Virgos? Here we go. The Five of Thought. So this is the Five of Air, so air energy. Five of Swords, that has sneaky snake energy. That has watch. It's kind of a watch out for people's motivations. How's that? Fives have change energy to it, positive or negative. And air, again, thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. Changes to some plans. Changes to where you're going with some of those plans. But watch other people's motivations too. Is somebody saying, yay, Virgo, because they want to ride on your coattails? Or back here, that somebody saying, oh, no, Virgo was supposed to do it because they're covering up for themselves. Something about, whenever I see the Five of Air in any way, I always think sneaky snake. Anyway, the path you were on seemed like the right one, but now you've run into a challenge. There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining or who bring unwanted drama into your life. And like I said, didn't I say something back here like it may, well here, it may motivate you to take a different path. Anyway, let's see. Let's see, because it's kind of like, peace out. Peace out. I'm out of here. Not going to deal with this. Remember, my Virgos, and I really shouldn't have to say this to you. It's always easier to get a job when you have a job. And I really, you're not going to be precipitous. You're not going to be, fine, da, da, da. But if you've got a lot of fire energy in you, you might. So really, check that at the door. Okay, here we go. Inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. Fairy revels. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love them having little parties. Your life can be joyful if you allow your faith to open the doors that will make this happen. Remove the barrier and everything will be clear. Ooh, what is the barrier? Sometimes the barrier is you're supposed to do something and you're like, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, back in 2018, I knew I was supposed to quit, and I prayed a little more about it, talked to my husband about it, and the alternative that I was given if I didn't was like, not worth it. But sometimes it doesn't make sense, and that did not make sense. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So you've been being told something. Something's that's been nudging at you, my Virgos, and it's like, we'll deal with that maybe next year. It might be time to deal whatever you've been being nudged spiritually about. Here we go. Doesn't mean you have to do it, but you have to, look at it. Look at it at least and talk about it. What crystal or energy for my Virgos? Emerald. Unconditional love, beauty, recovery, healing past lives. So interesting stuff for my Virgos. Yeah, so it's not going to be you so much as it's going to be them, but you still have to live with them, right, or work with them. Anyway, my Virgos, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Virgos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.